Have you ever wondered how a group of slaves managed to escape the clutches of one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world? Welcome to our exploration of the Exodus, an event that has left an indelible imprint on religious teachings and historical records. The tale of the Israelites' daring escape from Egypt is a story of resilience, faith, and divine intervention. It's a story that has shaped cultures and influenced countless narratives. Today we'll unravel the story of the Exodus, one of the most significant events in human history. Our journey begins in the fertile lands of Egypt, where the Israelites lived as slaves under the Pharaoh. Initially, the Israelites were welcomed into Egypt during a time of famine, their presence seen as beneficial due to their agricultural prowess. However, as their numbers grew, the Pharaoh's perception shifted. Fearful of their increasing population, he subjected them to a life of servitude, exploiting their labor to construct his grand monuments and cities. Life for the Israelites was marked by hardship and toil. They spent long hours under the scorching sun, laboring on the Pharaoh's projects, their spirits crushed under the weight of relentless oppression. The Pharaoh, unyielding in his rule, ensured that their conditions were harsh, their freedoms curtailed, their lives reduced to mere tools in his grand vision of an Egypt that stood as a testament to his power. In the midst of adversity, a beacon of hope was about to emerge. The hope of the Israelites was embodied in a man named Moses. Born amidst the tyranny, Moses was a beacon of hope, swaddled in a basket and sent adrift on the Nile to escape Pharaoh's decree of death. Fate played its hand, and Moses was found by none other than Pharaoh's own daughter, raised as royalty within the palace walls. Nurtured with privilege and power, Moses could have easily turned a blind eye to the plight of his people, but his heart belonged to the Hebrews. The moment of revelation came like a bolt of lightning, illuminating his true identity and purpose. Choosing his people over the palace, Moses made a daring decision. He chose to stand against Pharaoh, against the very institution that had raised him. This wasn't a mere act of rebellion, but a declaration of war against injustice. With a mission to free his people, Moses confronted the Pharaoh, setting the stage for a showdown. Facing the Pharaoh's refusal to free the Israelites, Moses warned of divine retribution. Stubborn and unyielding, the Pharaoh dismissed Moses' warnings, setting the stage for a series of 10 calamitous plagues. The first plague turned the Nile, Egypt's lifeblood, into blood itself, a chilling sight that left the river stinking and devoid of life. Yet, the Pharaoh remained unrelenting. Frogs, the second plague, then inundated the land, leaping and croaking in houses, ovens, and kneading troughs. But even this bizarre spectacle failed to move the Pharaoh. The third and fourth plagues brought hordes of gnats and flies respectively, causing untold discomfort and disease. Despite the relentless buzzing and biting, the Pharaoh's heart was hardened. The fifth plague struck the livestock, decimating the Egyptian economy, but still, the Pharaoh stood firm. The sixth plague saw painful boils erupt on the Egyptians, marking the first time the plagues physically afflicted the people themselves. Yet the Pharaoh's resolve did not waver. The seventh and eighth plagues brought devastation from above. Hail and locusts decimated the crops, leading to severe famine. But the Pharaoh's pride held strong. The ninth plague plunged Egypt into a darkness so thick and palpable, it extinguished all light and hope. But even in this suffocating blackness, the Pharaoh's stubbornness held fast. Then came the final and most devastating plague, the death of the firstborn. Every Egyptian household was touched by this tragedy, from the lowliest servant to the Pharaoh himself. It was an unimaginable horror, a grief so profound that it echoed through the ages. With the death of his own son, the Pharaoh finally relented, setting the Israelites free. But the freedom won was not without cost, and the memory of the 10 plagues remains a somber reminder of the power of faith, the danger of pride, and the devastating consequences of unyielding stubbornness. With their freedom granted, the Israelites embarked on a journey that would go down in history. Imagine this: a vast group of people recently unshackled from the chains of slavery, standing on the edge of the Red Sea. Behind them, the land of their oppression, Egypt. Ahead, a seemingly impassable body of water. But they were not alone. Leading them was Moses, a man chosen by divine will, who held in his hand a staff gifted by the heavens. Moses, with unshaken faith, raised his staff, and a miracle unfolded. The sea parted, forming a pathway through the waters. The Israelites, emboldened by this divine intervention, ventured across the seabed, the towering walls of water on either side casting an eerie glow on their path. But freedom was not so easily won. Pharaoh, regretting his decision to release his workforce, sent his mighty army in hot pursuit. The chariots and soldiers of Egypt raced towards the fleeing Israelites, their polished armor glinting under the harsh Egyptian sun. As the last of the Israelites crossed to the other side, Moses, who had remained till the end, turned to face the oncoming threat. With a final thrust of his staff, the walls of water collapsed, crashing onto the Egyptian army. The mighty force that had once held the Israelites captive was now swept away, drowned in the very path that had led to their freedom. This event, the parting of the Red Sea, is not just a tale of escape. It's a testament to the power of faith, the strength of conviction, and the unwavering belief in the promise of freedom. It's a story of a people who, despite the odds, dared to dream of a life of liberty. And so, after centuries of bondage, the Israelites were finally free. A freedom hard-won, a freedom that came not just from the breaking of physical chains, but the breaking of mental ones too. The Great Escape from Egypt, a pivotal moment in history, remains a beacon of hope and a symbol of the enduring human spirit. Free from Egyptian rule, the Israelites ventured into the wilderness guided by Moses. The wilderness, a vast and unforgiving expanse, unfolded before them. However, it wasn't just the physical landscape that posed a challenge to the Israelites. It was the journey from slavery to freedom, a journey that demanded not only physical strength but also spiritual fortitude. For 40 long years they trudged through the desert. They faced the scorching sun, the chilling nights, the lack of sustenance. But the Israelites were not alone in their struggles. Moses, their leader, was with them, and so was a higher power, guiding them, providing for them, and testing their faith. One of the most significant events during this journey was the receiving of the Ten Commandments. On Mount Sinai, amidst thunder and lightning, Moses received these divine laws directly from God. The commandments served as a moral compass, a guide for the Israelites to follow, to ensure their actions were in line with their faith. It was a transformative moment, not just for the Israelites but for the entire course of ethical and religious thought. But receiving the commandments didn't mean the journey was free of trials. There were moments of doubt, instances of disobedience. Yet through all these hardships, the Israelites persevered. They held on to their faith, they followed the commandments, they learned to trust in the promise of a better future. Their journey, while fraught with challenges, was also a testament to their resilience. They faced adversity, but never lost sight of their goal. The Promised Land, a land flowing with milk and honey. It was this unwavering faith, this steadfast determination that propelled them forward, that kept them moving, that eventually led them to their destination. Despite the struggles, the Israelites remained steadfast, eventually reaching the Promised Land. Their journey, a testament to their faith and perseverance, continues to inspire millions around the world today, reminding us that freedom, while a difficult road to tread, is a journey worth taking. The Exodus left a profound impact, shaping the course of history and religious thought. The Exodus, a tale of liberation and faith, is a cornerstone of Jewish identity. It is a story that has been passed down through generations, shaping the narrative of a people who, despite adversity, held steadfast to their faith and their quest for freedom. It serves as a powerful reminder of their journey from bondage in Egypt to the Promised Land, a journey that defined them as a nation. But the influence of the Exodus extends beyond Judaism. It has also left an indelible mark on Christianity, with the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ often paralleled to the Exodus. The Last Supper, a Passover meal, is a direct reference to the Exodus, linking the liberation from Egypt to the spiritual liberation offered by Christ. In Islam too, the Exodus plays a significant role. Moses, or Musa, is revered as a prophet, his role in leading the Israelites out of Egypt a testament to his faith and the power of God. At its core, the Exodus is a universal narrative, resonating with anyone who has yearned for freedom, sought faith in the face of hardship, or embarked on a journey towards a better future. Thus, the Exodus remains a powerful testament to the enduring human spirit, a story of liberation, faith, and the quest for a promised land.